Welcome back to Katy Texas Deep Dive. In part one, we got to know what Katy Texas is like, all the vibes, the school, and everything it really has to offer.
But no place is perfect. Today we're gonna talk about the pros and the cons of living in Katy, Texas. We're gonna mention some stuff that you're not gonna find in a Realtor's brochure.
If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about Katy, Texas, go ahead and subscribe and hit that little bell for notifications to find out all the current matters of the real estate market here in Katy.
We get calls every day from people just like you. It doesn't matter if you're moving in 9 months or 9 days.
We would be so happy to make your move to Katy, Texas as smooth as possible.
Now, let's take a look to the pros and cons of living here in Katy, Texas.
I want to address the big elephant in the room, and that is the growth of Katy, Texas.
Yeah.
Population has been increasing so much, so fast over the last 5 or 10 years that, that's a double-edged sword for a lot of people. That's a big con in the sense that it creates more opportunity for traffic. And, there's, certain areas might feel more congested than we're used to. But the pro, and this is a big pro, is that this population has brought forth a lot of new development in the commercial space. So there's a lot of new shops, a lot of new restaurants in the area because of the growth we've had, and a lot more jobs, and overall it's made the place way more enjoyable to be.
Let's talk about commute now. Even though we love to travel to downtown, going to downtown to the Minute Maid or other fantastic places that we have in downtown, the commute could be unpredictable. On the other side, because we live in Katy, that Katy is located in the edge of Houston, we're very close to San Antonio or Austin. So that's very convenient in that part.
Yeah.
One more con I have to mention is that in Katy there is no public transportation. And for me, that's nuts.
Yeah, that is crazy. I think the best public transportation I've ever experienced was in Atlanta. But Houston's so spread out that it's just hard to
build the system
for that. Now we do have like buses that take you from a certain point in Katy all the way to downtown, but it's just not as efficient as other cities.
It's not efficient at all.
I have another pro and con that it really depends on where you're from. The weather, like that can go either way. It is super hot and very humid in Houston, and especially in Katy, Texas. So a lot of people consider that a big con. Like it gets to 100 degrees, 100 plus degrees, and it'll feel like 120. Or the humidity will just make you feel like,
you're dying, basically.
You're just dying, yeah. And that's a big con, but for a lot of people, I've heard that's a pro, especially, they're used to, really cold weather, so that's not a bad thing for them to do. Now, I will say as a pro, compared to other places I've been to, other cities, because it's so hot in Houston, we have like the most AC'd houses, buildings, structures, everything is AC'd out here. So you almost never have to worry about like experiencing the heat except when you're walking from a building to a car. And even that feels very exhausting.
Yeah. I don't know in this case, because I come from a very hot country place. Sometimes I feel like the winter is cold.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, we get about 2 good weeks of good winter.
Mm-hmm.
And good winter is like below 30 degrees. I know some of you guys in the north are going to be like, that's nothing. Like try negative 5 degrees Fahrenheit, but
I saw snow here.
We saw ice.
Yeah.
All right, one big pro and con about Katy, and it's something I get asked about all the time, is the cost of living.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're coming from like California, New Jersey, New York,
you'll find it affordable.
Yeah, because you're used to really, really expensive stuff. I would say on average, Katy is probably more expensive than some other cities surrounding Houston. Not by much, but it's definitely expensive, and it's for good reason too. Our infrastructure, our parks, our water systems, a lot of the stuff we have out here comes with high property taxes as a result. And that's when we say affordability, we're talking about property taxes out here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But compared to other places like downtown, or compared to other places like Austin, or anything out of state really, it's going to be very, very affordable.
What about gas?
Gas, your daily life is very affordable.
Mm-hmm.
It's very affordable out here. Gas is, Texas overall, we have very, very good gas prices, especially in Houston. I know my parents in North Carolina are always paying, 50 cents to $1 more than what we're paying out here on average. I know my friends in California are paying $3 more per gallon than we pay out here, sometimes $2 more per gallon than we pay out here. So your actually everyday life is pretty affordable out here.
Yeah, it's definitely cheaper than Miami. I
Def-
know that for sure.
Definitely cheaper than Miami.
Let's talk about finding your tribe, finding your niche. Katy is definitely family oriented.
Big time family oriented.
However, if you're retired or if you're single, you're gonna have a hard time finding it. But
Your place, right?
yeah, exactly. But there is a lot of activities, a lot of volunteers, organization, meetups, farmers market, or
All kinds of stuff.
all kind of
We
stuff.
even have like a farmer's market that's anime themed.
Uh-huh.
So there's a place for everybody.
For
out here.
everybody here.
At the end of the day, deciding if Katy Texas is the right fit for you, it really comes down to your priorities. If you want really good school systems, a really active community, some modern amenities out here, we have all of those. Actually, I would say overall, all of the pros do outweigh the cons.
Definitely. But the best advice I would give to you guys is come to Katy, drive around the neighborhood, talk to locals, and you will see and you get a sense of the city if it's for you or it doesn't.